What's going on, everybody? Free to play OG here, back on day 78 of the free to play account series. And today, we've got a lot to do, my friends. What's up, Sahaj? What's up, Sharingan? What's up, Drago? What's going on, everybody? Bread and cheese. What's going on, Ariel's? Good to see ya. Dan, welcome back. All right, let's dive into it, man. We got a lot to do today. We got a lot to talk about. Let's get our Discord rewards, our dispatch rewards here pretty quick. Dang, the energy. I reset up our wow. I collected this 2 hours ago. That's insane. Look at how small most of those, golly. God, I love dispatch. Woo! Yeah, I reset all our power. So we got 5 here, 3, 10, 10, 3, 10, 2, 10, 10, 5, 5, 5, 5. So lots of 10s now. So hopefully we'll be seeing some more energy. And already it's looking good. So hoorah. I think we are a ways out on the dispatch shop. No worries there. As far as the Sentry Epic Quest goes, I just want to give everyone a word of caution about that. Yes, Sentry might be... Okay. Let me be the realist that I am, and let's get this out of the way quickly and just talk about it. If you're on a free-to-play account and you're in the first couple months of your account, it's not likely that it would have been a good idea for you to do this epic quest. So no one should have just like done this if you're free-to-play. It's very expensive. This is not cheap. And then when you're done with this, you have a tier 3 Sentry, but he's not level 80. He's not tier 4. So I just want to let everyone know, like especially the free-to-plays and new players, have a little patience with this. I'm going to pull it up. I'm not going to show it on stream. We do have another sneak peek today in the thumbnail, which is unbelievable. And I do have that set up this time, which is great. But what I am going to pull up here, I'm just looking at the cost, like the general costs of Sentry. I want to give you guys an idea of how much you're going to have to pay to get this. Let me just list off the research steps for you. This is just the steps that involve, you know, give me this many resources in the research section to complete it and move on, right? The first one that most people are stopped on, by the way, is the 300 Cosmic Cube Fragments, 300 Titan Component Packs. It's pretty steep, so you stop there. Everyone's like, whoa, okay. Then it wants 8 rank 3 black antimatter, 600 essence of dimension, then 500 cosmic cube fragments, 600 titan component packs, then 800 essence of dimension, 800 titan component packs, 6 rank 4 black antimatter, 500 cosmic cube fragments, 10 titans records universal, 500 cosmic cube fragments, 5 rank 5 black antimatter, 600 Norn Stones of Chaos, 600 essence of dimension, 800 titan component packs, 4 rank 6 black antimatters, 1,200 phoenix feathers, 800 cosmic cube fragments, 1,200 essence of dimension. This is not like other epic quests. This is very expensive, and I just want people to know that. Doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. That doesn't mean Sentry's not going to be hype. Just make sure, you know what I mean? Like maybe go to Thanos Vibes and do what I'm doing and look at the actual cost of the epic quest before you dive in. Because like what's going to happen to a lot of players is they're going to get excited. They're going to start doing this epic quest and they're going to get stuck. They're going to get stuck somewhere in here and end up with like a 4-star Sentry and be out a ton of materials and just be stranded. Still going to cost tons of gold to level them up. Just so yeah. My plan is to pay attention to the resource costs. Like I don't need to play with Sentry in PvP the day he comes out. That ain't going to happen for us. He's going to go, like we have to have mats to tier 4 him. He may be good at tier 380 in PvP with this uniform or whatever, PvE, who knows. But anyways, it's going to be a really calculated decision about when and how we build him. So it's not like we're going to be playing with Sentry as a free-to-play the day he drops. You know what I mean? I just wanted to go over that one. It is exciting, but keep in mind this is a big investment. And if his uniform's meta, by all means, people should be doing this. Basically, I'm saying you can start saving up materials for this without blowing all your gold and everything, investing into Sentry right away. Like if as a free-to-play, I would wait and see what he might be a stinker. For all we know, guys. So I highly, highly doubt that. Highly doubt that, but could happen, right? All right, so this collector's vault. In 25 minutes, this is going to open. We can go in here. And basically, I saw someone in Discord just yelling about how this is free. This is free. Go get your 4-star artifact reroll. This is free. This is not free. This costs a bunch of gold. It's not insane, but depending on your luck, it can cost millions of gold for this artifact. It's worth it still. I'm not telling anyone not to do it. And then as far as how this works, you'll see it's really easy. We go in here and we basically hold down on the roll button or whatever it is, like the buy or roll button, and then it sets it on auto purchase, and it just needs, and then you're kicked out. And then the other vaults are kind of different. These are the same process, right? They unlock, and then you can go in. These are really competitive. You're competing with other people. These are big rewards. This is amazing CTP, and this is a 6-star artifact, right? So you have to jump in the second they open, and then you're going to immediately start rolling. And that's just RNG to see who hits the 4 rewards that you need to unlock the chase item first. And you're just rolling against everyone else who's after that item, and it's way more expensive gold-wise. So the luxury items or the premium items here, it's like, I can't remember the exact cost. We'll look at it when it opens probably. But it's like 5,000. I'm making these up, but it's something like 5,000 for the regular vault, the personal vault, and then like 20,000 per roll for the big vaults. So they eat up your gold. They're very expensive. Okay, go into Alliance really quick. Make sure to take advantage of our double donations. Tomorrow we'll get another purchase from the shop, which is absolutely awesome. We're gonna go ahead and let's request feathers. That's fine. They're easy to fulfill. I could almost pay them out to get more tokens, but we won't do that. We're gonna jump in here, grab these real quick. Check for anything spicy. Yeah, 5,000, 25,000. Is that right? Yeah, thank you. Something like that for sure. And the non-personal vaults, the big boy vaults, that 25,000 per run adds up fast. That's millions and millions and millions of gold to race against a bunch of other people, and I mean a bunch. So odds are you probably aren't getting that chase item. Don't forget about your delicious anniversary countdown rewards. What's up, Sean? Thanks for coming back to the stream. Good to see you. Got a bunch of Nornstones in here I need to collect when we have a little more time. Let me just follow our guide here. We're gonna have to push GBR back a tiny bit. That's fine. No worries there. We'll go ahead and do our Converging Fates really quick. Oh gosh, Goober. Well, at least you've paid your dues. Like, there's your crappy RNG. Glad you got it. Brutal. Brutal. These will use our boost points, so we're not gonna do that. I'm just gonna not care. We're gonna sacrifice a couple energy today, which is something I don't usually do. All right. Do want to mention today that Timeline Battle resets today, Shadowlands resets today, and ABXL resets today. So make sure you are betting on a winner if you want for PvP. If you don't know how to do that, you can click this. Is it this one here? No, this one here. This one here. Pull up the Challenger list. This is all the people competing in the Challenger League. Because you guys are so wonderful and you hang out in my live streams, I'll let you in on a tip you probably already know. This guy's been on a winning streak that is just like unstoppable. It is crazy. This guy has won. I think this guy's won every week since I created this account. So there you go. Yeah, I'll be betting. And we have a bunch of excess because I've missed 2 weeks. I just forgot to bet in Timeline Battle. I was like waiting for it to get closer to time and then just screwed up and didn't spend my tokens. But yeah, make sure to double dip in your alliance battles from the reset and all that good stuff. Just giving you guys a heads up. And then here today, we're just doing another speed clear. I'm going to do a proper push next week for Shadowlands. We're going to push and see if we can't get a good amount higher than 50. See if we can go for 55. But for now, whoopsies, we might as well just get our tokens, make sure. And so for this, like when I'm doing 35 plus in a hurry and I'm just trying to get them done, I'll look at it. We need a female for this stage, right? So I'll grab like a decent carry, someone who can do the damage and get it done. That's probably going to be like, I don't know, Black Widow could probably do it. I don't want to waste my strongest characters just yet. And then I'll grab 2 really bad characters that, like, can't get it done. Like Songbird and Falcon. And then just let them rip. And usually I don't put that much thought into it, to be honest. Because these early stages, 35 plus, are really easy. And you have characters that can clap them so fast. It's, like, insane. I don't know how Black Widow's gonna do here. I may have to grab something stronger. Yeah, wow, she's struggling. Oh no, there she goes. That 4th skill. I have no idea. Like, it's funny, with all the time I've spent playing this uniform at various stages of the game, you'd think I'd know, like, its rotation and stuff, but not really. I should let the 5 play out, I think. I think you want to do, like, the 3, then the 5, like, delay it, kinda, till she jumps back, and then cancel it into the 5 and let the 5 play out. Something like that. Bad uniform, so, you know. You never know. And then we get our 30 tokens per stage. And we just do this really quick. We'll bust these out. We're waiting on boost points. We're waiting on the personal vault to open, so gonna knock these out really quick. And to be 100% honest with you guys, I'm doing this on stream so I don't forget. Like, I don't want to forget to do this and miss out on the tokens. It would be dumb. So pretty much anyone can carry a stage like this that isn't total crap. We'll grab him. No, I don't need any scams. Thank you, though. Actually, give me one second. I better answer this call. I don't know who that is. Okay, it's like it's either the state or a scam, one or the other. All right, let's see. Any old body, just some crap, I think. Beta Ray Bell's pretty strong. Just try to get rid of the stinkers early so I don't get stuck with characters at the end that can't clear a stage. So I just want to make sure that I use up all the ones that are really bad and would struggle and just get them out of here. And we need to rotate our Cosmic Core reward. Duh, we'll do that right after this stage. We'll go see what we get. Is it worth doing it now for Cosmic Core? You should always try and do Shadowlands no matter what. I don't think Beta Ray Bell needed to die there. Let's see what we get for Cosmic Core, because I'm curious. I want to know. All right, here we go. And that's not a very good reward for us. Yeah, that's not the best. I'm debating because, like, it's a decent reward. It's, like, better than tier 2 materials. But I think we're gonna pass. It's just like we don't want to get like so much, and like we're not re-rolling for crystals ever, so we're only getting 1 a day. So like, but I think we're good to skip on this F there. I think I might wait a little more. We'll figure it out. Let's bust these out too, so I don't forget really fast, as they are really fast. We'll just get them done, and then we'll just keep splashing in the Shadowlands while we have a set. Keep working through it, and then if I don't get through it all, I'll just finish it up off stream when we're done. Nice. And what else do we got? We got Wolverine. I need to remember Wolverine. The key art came out. Love the key art. Looks great. So pumped that we're getting uniforms for everybody. Very cool. Really hoping for a tier 4 Taskmaster support. Be awesome. What's up, Darcy? Good to see you again, Lucario. Thanks for coming to the stream. Star Story, welcome. I know that one was close, bro. Palms are sweaty. Yeah, we do kind of need another Shadowlands update. I kind of feel, yeah, they like reworked the shop, but we're never going to get that. So yeah, they just need to update the rewards and stuff. I feel like, at least. I don't know. Just my opinion, I suppose. Exactly. Yeah, the first time through feels good now, but then after that, it's kind of rough. The store doesn't compare to the other stores that are easier to get currency for. It's just kind of brutal. See? Nah, no tier 5 Sentry. I don't think so. We would have gotten hints that there would be a new type of power coming to the game or some such nonsense in the PR announcement, live stream announcement, all that jazz. Yeah, if they're smart, actually, like, they don't need to blow, like, tier 5 now. Don't drop that now. Just keep working the tier 4s. All they need to do is shift into quality. Just keep the updates of reasonable quality. Hey, I would say get around to the 11th year anniversary, and then that's a great time to create hype around tier 5 or something. Because there's going to be, you know, no 10-year anniversary hype. They can ride that 10-year 10-year hype all the way. I guess it is hard to say, huh? When it's going to drop or what it's going to look like or if it'll even ever drop. We may not, you know, it may not work out that way that we get tier 5. Might be something else. I think those are yucky. Not exactly what we're looking for. Always working on the agent badge. Trying to get this thing leveled up. We could actually, like, I think we... because of our situation with cards, we could actually do something like that if we wanted to. What do we need? We need, 6 more. 6 more ranks. Yeah. We have a lot of cards and no cards to, like, reroll. So we're just kind of, like, sitting on them right now. But we're gonna need them. Because you need a lot. Once you start trying to roll, like, perfect optionals and stuff and higher quality numbers with specific stats, you're going to need a lot of these. So I'm just kind of joking with feeding them to the agent badge. It's not going to happen. That ain't going to happen. Let's see who we got for our world boss today. We got Ultron. We haven't seen Ultron in a couple days. What's up, dude? What's up? Yeah, do some Ultron. Why not? We need to get some materials so we can tier 3 Wolverine. Although he doesn't need like any stats, he just needs damage. So we'll take Man-Thing and Valkyrie. There we go. Yeah, that'll work. I think he does all right. We'll see. Doing pretty good today. How are you doing, Salim? Thanks for coming to the stream. Doing pretty good. I got like a bunch of sleep last night, so I'm like, feel like fuzzy. You know what I mean? I really needed the sleep, and then I really got it, so. Yeah, the only difference is like Conqueror level and Raid level. And those are important. And so if it's like pretty much as easy for you to run stage 9 as it is for you to run stage 1, I recommend not being lazy. But you're actually honestly like welcome to run stage 1. But I prefer to try and get the Conqueror chests because we've already gotten 1 P card out of a Conqueror's chest. So you will catch me chasing them now. Okay. Did I just kill Hulk? Oh my gosh, because I stood right in like all 6 beams. I didn't even see him stack up. I'm blind. Blind! Man, this is not Hulk's battle really. We could do it on stage 9. We'll do 5. And as soon as we get that tier 4 selector and we get another tier 4 with a uniform, we're going to be unlocking Jean and Kang in short order. And we'll also be able to do World Boss Legend Plus, right? Because we will have 3 tier 4 characters. I don't know about that, though. We'll probably hold off on unlocking those. No, I wish it was for Spider-Man's artifact. I wish it was for anyone else's artifact. Oh, Hulk, no! Oh, my tippy toes. I stuck my toes in it. Oh, boy. All right. I better pay attention here. This is getting ridiculous. Wake up here. Guys, we need to start figuring out supports, man. Get some support in here for Hulk. Get Abomination up. I'm just kidding. That ain't happening, but that'd be nice. Oh. That got weird. Yeah, and Daredevil's artifact is so ass. Oh. Yeah, I think Yelena's going to be strong. That's a safe bet. I did the same thing. That's hilarious. Add here. Well, we lost. Nice. Yeah, it's an interesting point about PvP with Yelena. I think Yelena. I don't know. Let me think. I'm gonna make a prediction. She might bump the speed ABX XL meta. She might. We'll see. She also might be PvP. If I remember, her kit was kind of like a weird hodgepodge. So I'm not sure what they're going to do with it. Hopefully not leave it as a weird hodgepodge. That would be tragic. For sure. Alright, let's see how the ladies do here. We're going to leave it on 5 to avoid anything too crazy. And we'll see how Gwenpool does. Damage. Damage. Ignore dodge. Damage. They get all the buffs because they struggle. Because they struggle. I know, yeah, they should replace Luna, dude. She's a premium character. It would be like the time to do it for them. Bro, that was dope. The tier 3 skill like held him in place through his invulnerability because she was still doing the animation, and then I almost killed him. That was crazy. Swap just to be safe. Don't need to do anything ultra embarrassing and kill Gwenpool here at the last second. Yep, nice. Didn't even optimize. Good job, Gwen. Looking good. Looking good. Earning that title of not shit. Right. I think Strange does fine at 9, if I'm not mistaken. Let's find out. Yeah, take him. Or not. Do we have more damage? We have crit. Let's go with damage. Shoot, we've got even ignore dodge. Wow. Yeah, that works. Let's just do that. Gonna buy Eternals pack? What's that? No. No. I am not. Yeah, probably. We're gonna go look at it probably after this clear. I gotta jump in there and get that done. It should be open now. Rotation got all messed up. Far away. 5, 1, 2, 3. Oh gosh. Okay, I guess we're skipping the 2 and the 3 and just going to the 6. Look at him dance. Hilarious. Good job, Strange. Good job. Yeah, that's the thing, is it's gonna cost us a bunch of gold for like a really for an artifact reroll. So we're just like asking ourselves, I don't even know like how to. That one confuses me still. Gotta pay attention. We don't even like. It's just a reroll for gold at this point. There's some materials in the. Oh Jesus! I'm dead. No, couldn't even swap in time. Oh boy. Frankly, I'm just not. But yeah, it's not very good materials in there either. It's like crappy Uru. The only materials we really want are the ones that are rare to hit, that you actually have to hit to get the artifact. So let's see how it goes. Hopefully it doesn't cost us too much. It's one of those things where I feel like I should go get it, but I don't really like want to spend the gold. But I'm honestly surprised Strange is kind of, he's not slow, but he's not fast either. He's right in the middle there. Yeah, that's right. You can pick up Yelena too. That would be a perfect option for them, for like a really strong meta character. I really hope they don't drop the ball there. That worked. All right, Lucario. See you in a bit. All right, let's swap for this one so we don't die. Go, pew, pew, pew. You know, he's got one of those tier 3s that you could probably, like... Look at it stall him out. Yeah, look at that. That's insane. And then it's going to hit him again. Yep. That's a pretty cool trick if you're struggling with some of these players against Ultron. You can use some of the tier 3 skills when he starts optimizing, and it'll screw up his optimization and make him slow down, and then the tier 3 skill just sits there and ticks and hits him and lets you run around and not have to worry about hitting him to knock him out of his optimization mode. Alright, let's go check out this stupid friggin' thing, and then we'll finish these up. Collectors all, here we go. Yep. Yeah, so it costs 5,000 gold. You see what happens. It basically just rolls the rewards randomly. These crappy ones are weighted heavier than the ones you have to hit, which are these ones with the little, whatever these are, runes. Let's call them runes. And once you hit all 4 runes, you get the artifact, and then it closes the vault. You have a really, really small chance to hit the 5-star version of the artifact. Haven't had that happen for me yet, but it can happen. Very low chance. And you can hit these rewards more than once. They're just weighted way lower than other crappy rewards. So here, you just hold this down, and then it sets it on auto repeat, and you just let it rip. You can see how bad, like, we need gear up kits and stuff though, so we'll just let this roll. It's fine. But it's just like some tier 2 materials, like bad ISO 8s, bad Uru, bad. Lots of bad. $2 million on average. Thank you, Sun Wukong. Yeah, that sounds about right. About 2 million. We'll see how we do. Sometimes it's worse than others, but we've got enough gold, honestly, to... Although, our gold is going to do some interesting things here over the next 2 weeks. Let's see how it goes. We're about to dump a bunch of it right now. We're going to go combine Odin's Blessings after this, and we're going to see if we can't get some OBs, man. Gotta get them OBs. Do our free-to-play gambling. And then the essence is starting to build up again, which is nice. So, at some point soon, we'll do another essence gambling on stream. Yeah, it's just kind of a... I'm not a fan of this event. It's boring and not interactive at all. You just have to sit here and just let it rip. I'd rather just avoid the animations. You tell me total how much all this RNG added up to. I'll pay you. You give me rewards. It'd be one thing if there was like, you know, I don't know. Yeah, they can't make it so you can manipulate this kind of stuff, because then people would figure out ways to cheat it. But I don't know, like to stop it, like the whammy board on that game show, and like, I don't know, just any kind of involvement, because this is completely automated. How long do I have to do this before it closes? 24 hours? I think I'm going to do this off stream. This is super boring. Super stupid. Poopy artifact. Poopy event. Hey, I said stop. Why aren't you like, are you done? Thank you. Yeah, I'll come back and do that off stream and get this artifact for a reroll. It's probably worth it. It just is a pain and it takes a long time. So let's not do that on stream. Very, very boring. Let's finish these up real quick so I don't forget. And see if we can't get Wolverine all built up here. Pokemaster, yeah, I think so, because it's just a 4-star artifact reroll is really what you're weighing. You're buying a 4-star artifact for a couple million gold, and I think that's a pretty good value. It's okay, it's not great. And of course we wish it was an artifact that we wanted. If you're really, really low on gold, though, stay out of there. Yeah, no, it's not worth it. If it's going to, like, tank your gold, your only gold that you have on a new account, that's a terrible artifact. It is literally just a reroll. So, yeah, if you're, like, really, really low on gold, be careful with that thing. It's a terrible event. Or not terrible event, necessarily, because it's really nice when there's, like, a good artifact in there. It happens every once in a while. But, yeah, when it's these bad artifacts, it's no good, man. It's no good. Okay, well, we don't need all these guys for Doctor Strange, so go. That'll be fine. Yeah, there's a couple ways, like as a free-to-play Pokemaster, is that what you're talking about? There's ways, but you basically There are ways when it is in one specific event, but I think it is rotating out of that event now. So pretty soon here, we're going to get the token event where you can get a P card chest. And one of the rewards for that event, if you skip the P card, is a artifact selector for a limited group of artifacts. And because Wolverine got the Deadpool Wolverine update, his artifact was in there. I don't know if it's still going to be in there. They stay in there for a couple cycles usually, so it may still be in there. But again, you'd have to skip a premium card to get it, so it's not a very good idea. I would definitely recommend a premium card over almost any artifact in the game, because the artifact is only going to increase the power of one character, and the premium card is potentially going to increase the power of all of your characters. Feel the wrath of my venom. Ah, you feel it? It's so wrathful. Are we going to see this guy optimized twice now? Wow, that's dumb. That was really slow and chatty. Yeah, I was like, is he gonna is he gonna do his thing or nah? So close to just nah. So close to nah. I love Hella's poor summon, just sitting there getting its face smashed in. Poor little guy. He's trying so hard. There we go. Nice. Good, good. We don't know who's in it yet, Bravo. That's the problem. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Don't know if I've seen you before. We don't know who's going to be in it for sure. All we've seen is the banner. So we have like the 5 characters they've shown us, but I'm not sure that's all that's going to be in there. So it's hard to say who everyone should pick. Yeah. That, what Sahaj said, is pretty much kind of the outlook we've got now. We don't know how Red Guardian's going to look, so we don't know if he's going to be better than Venom. We don't know. So, more information is needed. Tune into that live stream tonight for sure. 6 o'clock Pacific, 9 o'clock Eastern. And we will probably get some more information. So, just all the skills, unload them all. Beat him up, Thor, beat him up, get him before he optimizes. Hey, thanks so much for that, appreciate it, Bravo 6. Nice, glad you came back. A lot of people coming back, a lot of people starting new accounts. It's very cool. Really excited about all the hype around the game. I also just recently came back after a break. I hadn't, oh gosh, Thor. I hadn't played in almost a year, I think. I took a break, was playing some other games. Yeah, but found my way back. Yeah, Wolverine. Nice. I was like, is he going to actually clip him? Haha, yeah, he is. Wolverine the Great. Oh, did I get hit? Oh, but he got hit. We both got hit. Everyone got hit. Get out of here, Ultron. Oh, all right, moving on. Let's see here. Decent, looking decent. Nothing crazy, though. We're so stuck on books. We need to use our books. Oh, we're still way off here on the TCP. Bummer. Boomer! Before anybody says to go in a shop and buy TCP, I swear, don't do stuff like that. Don't do stuff like that. It's not worth it to get Wolverine one day sooner. And to be honest with you, probably have the materials for this upgrade today. Once I do story mode and all that jazz and collect dispatch a few times, we'll be able to get another 150, most likely. We'll see. But if not, we get more TCP soon anyways, so we will be able to tier 3R Wolverine in short order. Just not right this second. Yeah, we got Essence of Dimension here. Yep. Okay. Oh, man. Okay. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Boom. 80 energy. Let's go GBR. And then we can collect energy, and then I can dump energy proper. Bugging me. I'm weird like that. It actually comes from games where this is more important, min-maxing energy, than it is in this game. But it is important in this game, just not as much as some other games. Energy recharges a little slow in this game. In some games like Raid, it recharges really fast. So it's really important to stay like undercapped on your energy. But here it's a little different. See if we can't find a carry here. If we cannot, it is no problem at all. We will just do it old school. I think Dez can carry. I'm not sure. Yeah, he can. Yes, I believe so, Septarsi. All right, let's just do this guerrilla style. Oh, the luck of it all. Look at that. And transcended characters only? No, you can use it on any non-native tier 2 or tier 3 character, as far as I know. It is not exclusive to transcended potential characters. Yeah, log in for 7 days, bravo, for sure. It's really nice. They give you that little bit of Pierce. They set the game up so you can honestly start working on World Boss Legend at day 7. That's clearly how they have it set up now. Doesn't mean you're supposed to clear World Boss Legend on day 7, but they set you up so it's very, very feasible. Ah, don't crowd me. Ooh, sorry, Miles. Oh no, look at us both getting hit because we're bad. Oh, we lost somebody already. Uh-oh. Hopefully this still goes down all right here. Yeah, we're looking okay. I think we've still got our main carry here. Is it really this, that is null, doing all that damage. Wow. There you go. Yeah, I think that's a good goal. Day 14 for your World Boss Legend. Especially if you're newer to the game entirely, or haven't played in a long time, things have changed a lot. So there's a lot to get used to. And if you are coming back to the game and you haven't seen them, there's a bunch of new player guides on the channel for returning players, free-to-play players, and new players if you're interested. No! No, Daddy, you're crazy. Look at that, getting carried by Null. Yeah, I know, right? Oh yeah, I know Null can do some crazy stuff in PvE. You should see some of the stuff he can do in some of the dispatch stages. It is wild. Oh my gosh, click, click, bam. Whew, dude, so since I first started playing this game, okay, I started playing this game, and I was looking for a Marvel game. I think I was just excited about the MCU, and I was like looking for a Marvel game. So I tried this game, I tried Conquest of Champions, and I tried Strike Force. I'm not gonna like say Strike Force and Contest of Champions are bad games. I think this game, personally, is far better than either of those games. And it is the worst rated. It's like the worst reviewed and worst rated and least popular out of these three main Marvel mobile games, and it makes no sense to me at all. I struggled so hard. Like, I got kind of into Contest of Champions because at least it's got its own thing. And it's got, like, you know, you can be like, okay, cool, this is a fighting game. This is fun. I'll learn something new. With Strike Force, dude, it's not even, like, new. There are tons of squad-based games like that. And I found it to be excruciatingly slow and convoluted. And, like, Marvel Future Fight, to me, I don't know. I could go on and on about that. Like, I cannot fathom why this game is reviewed more poorly than Conquest of Champions or Strike Force. I just cannot understand it. Yeah, and I'm not even saying it's a bad game. I just couldn't get into it. It just didn't grab me at all. And Marvel Future Fight, for whatever, I think something Marvel Future Fight has that other games do not, that I think is totally undervalued, is actual gameplay. You're not just setting up squads and letting them play out. You are sometimes, but there is actual gameplay in this game where you're doing a rotation and you're using your character and you're building things to be better. And that doesn't exist in some of those other games. Even Marvel Conquest of Champions, the building doesn't work the same way. It's not the same thing. And it's very much feels like the new character is what you get or you get the fuck out. And I hate that. I hate that feeling in those games where it doesn't matter what character you like, they're not getting another chance. They've already come out, they found their place, and they've already been power crept on, and now they're not good anymore. So unless there's some whole new system introduced to the game, that character you like is just out. They're done. And I hate that. I hate that. So, yeah. There you go. That's right. I was going to dump some of this atrocious amount of energy really quick. So we already did our Converging Fates. We're just going to bust out all our X-Men materials here. Yeah, but it's interesting. Like, even legendary battles, that's a good thing you mentioned, legendary battles. You actually play them, and they've got, like, story and, like, cinematic. Like, it just seems to me that there's a level of quality in this game that gets undersold. Like, people either take it for granted, or there's just a really critical player base to this game or something, but yeah. Subtarsi, I am not. Are you guys talking about letting this number get up to like 1,000 or something? Like actually just stocking this number up? Because I am not going to do that. That is not a good idea, in my opinion. You can do that, and maybe you'll get your brilliant CTP because of it, but you are going to miss out on so much energy if you do that. You are literally throwing away hundreds and hundreds of energy. Yeah, you are murdering yourself doing that. Literally. Okay, so let me I can't put that into perspective until this is recharging again, but you are absolutely murdering your own energy by doing that. You are robbing yourself, and I'll show you exactly what I mean if I can. I don't know if I can actually even get our energy low enough to show you. But yeah, I couldn't. If someone else really knowledgeable was sitting down and was like, look, bro, this is a brilliant CTP we're talking about. You can miss 2 weeks of energy regeneration to get a brilliant CTP. I might, like, that's a conversation we could have. There'd be a debate there for sure. But I have a feeling we're going to get enough energy from, like, I'm saving up this kind of energy, guys. I'm going to try and have several hundred to 1,000 energy in my inbox during the anniversary once those events start. Like, this one's borderline. I won't use this, because this should land right at the beginning of the anniversary, and then I can grab it right before it expires. And I'm going to be saving all the energy I get in my inbox from now until the anniversary, and it'll give me several hundred extra, and I produce tons daily. If I just sit on this cap, guys, that's like every, what is it, 5 minutes? Is it 5 minutes per energy? I played too many mobile games. I can't even remember. But, yeah, you're literally missing an energy every 5 minutes. And then just add that up every day for 2 weeks and then look at the total amount of energy you've robbed yourself of. It's pretty crazy. And it would be even worse. I'm like, I can't. Our dump is, we just got a lot of energy. That's great. And I'm just trying to use it efficiently. I'm not wasting energy, that's for sure. I really want to put this into story mode is kind of where it needs to go. Because I've got nothing else I can like responsibly. We can do our Fallen Heralds. I've been doing these, but I probably should quit. This is where I could like save energy. Yeah, I don't need to be doing those. But it all adds up because I clear my energy down. So it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to explain. It's really hard to explain. Like, you really should, if you're saving that much energy right now, I hope you really know what you're doing. That's all I'm saying. Then you know something I don't. Because, what are our boost points looking like in here? We have so many boost points from various things. Ridiculous. Yeah, this only has 1 day left on it. I'm going to do something I never do. Everybody close your eyes for a second. Everybody cover your eyes and your ears. Yeah, that just happened. Yeah, well, we don't need more weapon hex, do we? We don't need Ghost Panther. We don't need Kid Kaiju. We might start taking characters like Carnage and Luna Snow at this point, to be honest. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right. We're going to dump some energy in here. Because I do these every day, one way or the other. Dimension debris, nice. So I have decided, because we're in a state where we want gear ups and kits and stuff, when I see some hidden tickets for a cheap amount of gold and we've got a good amount of gold, I'll pick them up. I'm sticking with my story about not using dispatch tokens ever. But yeah, I think they're worth picking up with a little bit of gold because you have the chance to get the gold return. We need the gear up kits. You have the chance, rare chance at the crappy CTP, and you can get 6-star obelisks, yada, yada, yada. So I think for a little, you know, gold to hidden tickets when you can afford the purchase is probably worth it. But every 5 minutes, you're missing an energy. So like if I didn't drain my energy before I went to sleep, that's literally like 120 energy right there every night that I'm not getting because my energy is sitting capped. I mean, it would be hard to even quantify how much energy you're robbing yourself of by letting this number sit above cap all the time. One thing for it to just like get above cap and you're like, oh shoot, and then you spend it down or whatever. But leaving it there, getting thousands of energy here or whatever, you're saving energy, but you're also losing a bunch. Anyways, I'll stop talking about that. Let's do some more fun stuff. Let's go look at. I'm getting way out of order here, and that's okay. We've done our GBR. We've done our World Boss Legend. We still need to do ABXL. I need to work on Shadowlands. I don't know if I'm going to do that on stream. We got a lot going on today. Let's do some, oopsies, combines here and see if we can't get lucky. Not a ton to work with here, so we're going to be careful. I think I want to see what this looks like for us. Wow, very inexpensive. 616,000. So we might just go ahead and combine up. I usually don't do this, but I'm feeling saucy. And we might combine up. Okay, so while we have the chance up, yeah, I got like absolutely rinsed on combining Uru without the chance up just to like get a couple Uru that we needed. So now I'm tempted to just like combine all our 5, and 6-star that we don't use. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And usually I skip the 4 stars just because it's a free to play. We don't have a lot of gold, but this case we're getting close enough that I think we can do it. Plus we're getting 10 million gold in a couple days. So we're going to go ahead and just combine these suckers, baby, and we're going to watch them one at a time. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Good amount of 5 stars there. Very, very nice. I'm going to just do one pass first to see how that hits our gold. after all the combining, and then we'll go from there. Okay. And here I will hit these a second time to try and get more 6 stars. Oof, that's tough, but that's okay. The name of the game's random chance. Okay, and now we've got the chance up. So now is a better time than a time that we don't have the chance up. Cool. All right, now we got some OBs. Or not OBs, excuse me, 6-star Mythic Uru. So we're going to combine some of the ones we do not use. That would be like our defense Uru. We can probably combine up our skill cooldown Uru. We're going to leave attack speed alone. Yeah, we're going to start with these. We'll see how we do. I tripped. Oh, thank you. A little bit. What's up, Sahil? Welcome to the stream, buddy. I'm blessings twice in a row. Yeah, we'll see. We're just going to do these one at a time, and I am going to let them play out for fun. See what we get here. No dice on the first one. That's okay. See if we can get something here with our energy defense. Okay, no dice. We're going to combine up our dodge. I rarely use these, especially early on my account. Keep in mind, though, that these aren't useless. I'm actually just going to combine up 3 here. We're just going to try and hit a cheeky OB. And if not, it is nice to get like some more 6-star attack Uru and stuff as well. Just from the combine. We can do a couple of these. We'll just do... Okay, no doing. Let's do 2 here, leave the rest. Nope. All right. Crit damage. I'm kind of just paying attention to what I'm combining here. I'm about done for going for cheeky combines here, because now we're down to ones that matter, and I don't want to use up a bunch of these. I need to leave plenty for us to build characters. We will, however, bring up some more, because I'm feeling crazy. So let's bring up the rest of these 4 stars up to 5 stars. We're just going to do it. We're going to pay out a little bit of gold. We don't get this chance up very often. I mean, once a month, but that's once a month, so... Combine these up, see what we get. Wow, absolutely bricked on that. That was brutal. A little bit better. Whew. Yowzers. Nice. At least we got it there. Okay. Yeah. All right, we're going to go with just no dice, no luck this time. That's okay. I don't want to combine too many of our good Uru. Not quite yet, my friend. We've got, I think it was 950 subscribers this morning. So we are getting crazy close to ad revenue, whatever that means. You know, it's not that I take that for granted. That's amazing, and I appreciate every single sub. Just that when you first monetize a YouTube channel, it's not like hundreds of dollars start pouring in from ad revenue, dude. We're probably looking at a couple cents a day, maybe. So, you know, but it's still awesome, and we're getting really close. And I am going to set up memberships. I kept like not doing it because I felt like if I didn't have something to buy, then it wasn't worth having memberships, but that's really stupid. So I'm just going to turn them on. And if people feel like joining the channel just for support, obviously greatly appreciated. Yeah, combat villain, and then we get speed female, and we get Gwenpool. Doubles up. Okay. No. We don't use the goodies. Let's give Deadpool a spin. Go ahead, bro. Hang out with a monkey and a panther. What's up, Kush? Good to see you, man. Bust out our ABXL here. Make sure we get that done before the reset. Get all our rewards. Oh, no, the channel's technically monetized. I just don't have membership set up. You can, like, super chat if you want to support the channel right now. But, no, I haven't set up memberships yet. You can set up memberships at 400 subs and 3,000 watch hours now. Public watch hours, I believe is how it works. And then 1,000 subs and, like, some other number of watch hours, you can set, you get the second tier of whatever it is, the partnership program where you get ad revenue and stuff. Sorry, Kush. What's up, what's up, what's up? It's funny, a lot of people, I guess, struggle, like, it's easier for some channels to hit the subs than it is to hit the watch hours. But because we're doing, like, the live streams every day, and also doing guide videos, the watched hours on this channel are insane. They are so high compared to the sub count. It's just nuts, which is so cool. Thanks so much for all the support, you guys. That's amazing. That's a lot of people watching. That's a lot of people watching the streams and stuff after their VODs, a lot of stuff like that. So it's very, very cool. We're working on it, man. We're working on it. I'm just gonna, hey, I'm not worrying too much about that. Thankfully, I am blessed, and my wife built, in her running a cleaning company for many years, very, very small, but she runs a rental cleaning company. She basically created an opportunity for us where we always have work, which is something I'm so grateful for. Because of where we live, we live on the coast of Oregon, right? There are so many rental houses out here, it's insane. They cannot find enough people to clean them, and so whenever we want work, it's there. And that's just such a privileged position to be in, and I'm always grateful for it. So I'm luckily not, like, dependent on any kind of revenue from the internet right now. Nice as that would be, it's not something we're relying on. And so yeah, I'm just working on having fun, doing the streams every day, making decent to good guides, and we will see where that lands. Eventually I'll start streaming some more Path of Exile on the channel, probably. Keep streaming Path of Exile too, but I don't think I'll be doing any kind of guides or anything for that game. That's a whole different monster. There's a very large community around guide videos and stuff for that game, and it's also really, really hard. So, you know. Although I have been, and they really, really did a number on the campaign in the game by doing adjustments. It's in beta, so they're still, like, changing a bunch of stuff, you know? But they did a huge number on the campaign, and the difficulty is just way off right now. It feels really bad. And so I'm just, like, struggling to level a character, basically, in this season. But I have a really fun idea for why didn't that cancel? What the hell happened there? Too early, I guess? Really fun idea for a build. Guys, hey, not yet. So close. Hang in there. The dogs are starting to wake. It's only been an hour. They got up too early. I told them this morning they were crazy. I was like, you guys are nuts. It is so early. No breakfast. There's nothing going on. Why are you trying to get up and hang out with me, weirdos? there for 2019. Hang on, I'll reach out in just a sec here. I'm gonna try not to screw this up. We'll see how that goes. Whoa. Polly, we do account help on Mondays. You may want to just try and, like, see if we can't take a look at your account next Monday. Because that is kind of a, not a complicated question, but you gotta, is it, like, later? Where is my cancel from Hulk? What is going on here? You guys, no, not right behind me. What are you? Go on. Goodbye. I love you guys, but goodbye. They must hear the wife stirring or something. No cats for us. We don't have any cats. I do like cats, but I don't have any at the moment. None are living with us currently. We barely handle these two crazy dogs. No, yeah, Marvel Future Fight isn't going to be a a huge moneymaker, no doubt. But that's no problem. It's a great place to start. You know, and I love the game, so I'll probably just expand out into other free-to-play type games on the channel. That was such a huge mistake, but that's okay. There we go. I was just like, I'm just going to let the two play out and cancel it that way, because this is ridiculous. I don't care if my score is a little low. We just have to cancel. Oh, yeah. Problem with Marvel Rivals is I hate playing it, so it makes it less desirable. It's also like, you know what is an interesting thing to think about, though, Kush? There may not be as big of an audience total for this game, but there are also far less content creators. So, like, if I took a game like Marvel Rivals or Marvel Path of Exile 2, and I was trying to make content for it, it would probably be just as difficult to do well, because it would be so difficult to grab any portion of that audience. And even if you had like one or two videos that did well on the whole, like the fact that you guys come back every day, the fact that we've made this community that comes back every day is so hard to establish in a game like that. Like Marvel Rivals. It would be insanely difficult. So I don't take for granted, even though this community is small, it's dedicated and there's less competition in the YouTube space, so. I'm lost track of your... What are you doing? You going in the middle? Not? Are you yelling? Are you not? 30 seconds, say. There we go. Let's get up in that 8 mil. Let's go. Yeah, man. Especially like in the live streams and stuff. Like, I don't know, once you get to a point, I feel like the live streams start to turn into a different beast. Like, I love where we're at right now. Of course I want the channel to grow, but it's so nice being able to, like, pay attention to all the people in here and, like, chat with you guys and not have to, like, at some point, chat is no longer individuals and chat becomes one individual. You're just, like, dealing with chat. It no longer has individual names, you know what I mean? All right, little score there. Oh, ABL, duh. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. I think for this day, we do that. Because I don't think we get a very good score at all out of our Gamora here. Could be wrong about that, though. I kind of want to test it, so let's test it. We'll see right now. Yeah, see, part of my... I need to get started on the Sentry quest just because, like, we can't until we tier 3 Wolverine. Building up Ares, we can't afford to use any tickets or any nonsense for that, so it's going to have to be done naturally. Although, you know what, guys? I think we'll start the Sentry quest during the anniversary, most likely. It's going to take us time to do that quest, regardless of how we look at it. So, have we even tried Gamora in a long time in here? Probably not. No, she lingers too long. She doesn't. Right over here. Nice dodge, dude. Where's her cancel? It said she has a cancel. Oh, that's right. It's like either bugged or... I think it's bugged out. I think Gamora's bugged out. Her cancel isn't showing up on her skills in-game. There it is on the 1. Was I blind and it was there the whole time? I don't know. I missed it. I hit it too soon. Oh, it's right at the beginning of that skill. That's crazy. I'm just gonna let this play out so we can move. Grab the light. Dang it, I thought I screwed that up. Now we're gonna get stuck. Oh, we got the light, that's good. Actually, that's crazy that that managed to work out the way that it did. Get the 6 in with the bonus. Yes, yes, yes. And then I think we can get in one more rotation here. Not. God, I gotta get better at ABL. I'm just not very good at it. Did we get the light? I guess we got it. Wow, dude. Okay. I didn't hit the 1, I guess. Gotta get better at this game mode. Haven't been able to find a lot of time to just like practice playing this game, to be honest. I'm finding that every time I use her rotation right after the bazooka, he just slaps me in the face. So... a little less keen to do that. Oh, that score loss was brutal right there. Jesus, I don't, yeah, it's like whenever I do my rotation, if I don't position behind him first, every time, I just lose score. It's so weird. Oh, that hit, that was so bad. Oh my gosh. Ugh. This is such a bad run. Crazy. I think I missed a light too. Sure, do some damage. Oops. 6. Yeah, this is like throwaway score. So bad. Oy, 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 oy. Yeah, start this over, I think. This is so bad. Missed 3 there, missed like all the buffs. Ever. Didn't we get 800,000 points? Come on, let's go. Log in, boys. I was like, finger on the trigger, ready to restart it if I didn't get 800k. There we go. That'll work. Really bad gameplay, but that's okay. Yeah. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna go over my notes here, make sure we got everything, because we did that crazy out of order. We did our events, we did our combine, we got our dispatch and rewards, picked the shop, alliance and inbox, GBR, we dumped our energy, we did the personal vault, it was horrible. Timeline battle, we got our ABXL. Just need Shadowlands and stuff too. Just need to work on this. And it's so, I'm like overthinking it, let's just get it done. Take Kingo, why not? With some supports. Feels like his transcended skill is something extra terrible too. Feels bad. Yeah, you can come up with a daily routine that's not so demanding. There's certainly game modes you can prioritize. That would be an interesting thing to make a quick video on. Like the full-on grind rotation daily, and then the like, I need a break from grinding this game every day rotation. That you see so much energy into playing every day, you know. Buying the Stark Distash to clear Black Dwarf. Oh yeah. Real early game problems back in the day. Pretty great. Reflect Fizz. So give me an energy damage dealer. We have one that isn't one of our best characters. There we go. That'll work. Take you and take you. Still worth it to buy the Poseidon armor? I'm gonna go with probably not, Jan. Unless Sharon Rogers is your favorite character in the game, I can't see a reason you'd want to buy her old uni. Since she's a World Boss Legend 1 trick, it makes it kind of like that much less desirable to get her old uniform for that specifically, you know? You're gonna make me push buttons, Kingpin? How dare. Nice. Speaking of Sharon. Thanks for trying. For that. Her horns right there, if you want to just do that. There you go. What a wife. She's distracting the dogs with peanut butter and everything so we can live stream. What a wonderful person. All right. What do we got? Villains have advantage here. Well, we've got some villains. The old one, that one I'm using, yeah, it's Garby uni. Not good. You know, bit of a bother that so many of the characters run off and hide when you use your transcended skill. Scream ain't got no heal either. What a bum. Yeah, dude, I feel like I don't even know what happened with blast characters in this game. Yeah, it has a lot to do. You know, it seems like that'd be something that they really want to consider taking a look at is restructuring ABXL a little bit to include a little bit more some of those days that just aren't there, like speed male hero and like female blast types. Getting that kind of stuff in there, because yeah, we're really starting to feel the effects of the characters that don't have a game mode where they belong. Smells like brownies cooking or something in my house right now. It is killing me. No idea what it is. Yeah, what is that? Am I really just smelling peanut butter? Am I that hungry that the dog's eating peanut butter? Peanut butter behind me smells like brownies? Eh? Okay, that's weird. That is strange. Yeah, I agree. I don't know that Sharon's kit is ever necessarily going to make her the best choice for, like, alliance battle. But still, like, not even having, you know, any place to put her is just kind of ridiculous. I think these three can get this done. Yeah, I don't want to use our last really, really strong hero just yet. Let's throw Valkyrie in here. That's a lot of support for Nick. That's like the uber support team. Yeah, they had plenty of damage. Get the tier 3 in there, Nick. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I should have filled those out. Duh. Oh, well. Matter, doesn't matter. Universal characters have an advantage, huh? Oh, I got some universal characters here. And then we'll just use Gwenpool, blah, 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 or Hulk, and then the last one for the last stage. Yeah, I find it hard to recommend any old uniform to anybody for any reason. I don't think there's many cases where that's applicable, if any. Like, if the uniform's old, then it's either the upgrade's locked behind a seasonal and you're probably better heading a different direction entirely, or there's just a replacement. There's just a better option that you can get outside of it. So, just my thoughts. I know, Doctor Strange feels like he hasn't left the meta in years. Almost done. Oh, well, I don't have a male hero, so you guys are going to have to settle for Gwenpool Bean yet. Nah, no, he's too strong. He's too strange, man. He's too zombie. Oh, these guys are like, oh yeah, Gwenpool, huh? There we go. All right. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Thor's probably a better bet. Yeah, but you're not talking about just building them. You're talking about, yeah, you're talking about who to give a bunch of extra power to. Because Thor is going to cover a lot of game modes for you. He's going to be your farmer, most likely. He's going to be one of your robust legend clears, especially if you get him the CTP of Rage and all that good stuff. So the only reason our Thor is not going to get a CTP of Rage is because he has a CTP of Judgment. Otherwise, well, he wouldn't get it over Strange. So, but yeah, there you go. Oh, what do we got? Close. Yeah, let's do it, and we'll just be done with our GBRs for today. We should get the rest of the Soul of the Foul team we need with 2 sets of boost points. Should be fine. What day is it? Let's see. We'll try and get some in tomorrow. We still have to do the sneak peek. We haven't even done our sneak peek for the for this live stream yet. Let's do this GBR. We'll do the sneak peek. I'm actually going to write down who wins if someone wins today. So we'll start recording the actual winners of these sneak peek things. And the least we can do is look at your account on stream if you get 2 of these correct for now. So yeah, that's what we'll do. Kind of loose and fast for now until I get a real system, but I think it's really fun and it gives us opportunity to do something and engage with everybody, so that's what we'll do. And card guide's out. If you didn't see the card guide yet, really proud of that. It ended up being okay. There's only a few mistakes. I didn't even have to add a whole bunch of like, oops, I said the wrong thing, and oops, I messed up in the pinned comment. So there's a couple things in the pinned comment, but if you have any questions about comic cards at all in this game, that guide has a lot of information about comic cards. Or if you just want to check it out for fun to support the channel, feel free. A little more Soul of the Foul team. Very nice. Okay. We are going to pull up this here. So we're going to do our sneak peek. We did get a premium item. Going to put it up, not for very long, because you guys are good at this. So I'm going to put up the thumbnail on the stream. Give you about 10 seconds to look and see if you can find where the sneak peek is hidden in the thumbnail. And whoever can say in chat where it is, not just what it is, where it is in the thumbnail, will get the points. And you get 1 point if you can tell me where it is. And then if you can guess what it actually is that we got, you'll get 3 points. All right, here we go, guys. Let's hope this is set up correctly, eh? All right. There we go. There's our thumbnail for the day. I'll give you about 10 seconds. See if you guys can find the sneak peek in there. Oh. Drago nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. Good job, dude. Yes, everyone got the right location. That's it. The daily task thing there. Drago was the first one to pop it up with where it was. So you are going to get 1 point. I will give you a chance here to take one guess at who you think it is that we got bios for. And so go ahead and take a guess if you want. See if you can get 3 points. Give you a few more seconds to guess if you want. Kid Kaiju. All right. That's your guess. Let's go take a look at what we got, folks. So one of 2 things is happening at this point, okay? We've either confirmed one of 2 things. And that is either that Dimension missions are actually sleeper OP, and everyone should be doing Dimension missions every day unless they have all these characters unlocked, or we are working with the luckiest free-to-play account on Earth when it comes to premium biometrics. Yeah, we got Enchantress bios yesterday, which is awesome because we need 10 total to get her unlocked. So fantastic hit on Enchantress bios yesterday. Yes, sirree. We definitely have had some luck in this department though too, and like bad luck when it comes to CTPs, premium cards, and anything from Dispatch. We have just been getting so many hits on the premium bios. It's insane. But I do think this is enough to really start to feel like you should probably, unless you are getting these characters through other means, like you're not fully free to play or whatever, and you don't have all of these convention missions. Because, man, we have unlocked so many characters already, and we're right on the doorstep of some of the other best supports, so yeah. Getting Hulk tier 4 in the next 2 days. First tier 4. So, if you took Hulk up as your first tier 4, McFarty, welcome to the stream, by the way. I don't recognize your name. Your Hulk at tier 4 is going to get you really good scores in Alliance Battle. Really good scores in ABX, comparatively to your other characters. And instead of being like kind of a struggly World Boss Legend clear, your tier 4 Hulk is going to go in there and absolutely obliterate World Boss Legend at the beginning of the game for you. Now, as you push into later stages and you compare tier 4 Hulk's World Boss Legend performance to like tier 4 Zombie Strange or... But that is just... you know, that one game mode. It allows you to equip a striker skill. If you don't know anything about how tier 4s work, basically it gives you another skill, which is a striker skill, and you equip another character to that skill, and it sort of summons them into battle and then triggers an effect. So it'll bring another character in to do an attack and then trigger an... It's been a long time since I had a tier 4 Hulk. Let's take a look and see. So, when you use the striker skill, your tier 4 skill, he will apply to himself 150% damage dealt, final damage dealt, and don't ask me what final damage means. It's a weird stat. Just know that this means you're going to get a damage boost with the tier 4 skill against characters with higher max HP than you. So, basically any boss is going to have higher HP than you, and in PvP, if somebody had higher HP than you, which is less likely to happen as Hulk, since his attack is based on his HP, but you still get that, and then decreases the final damage he receives from targets with max HP lower than his, which is almost everybody. So what an interesting tier 4. That's really unique and weird. So you would set a character to that, like... And then there's a whole bunch of nuances to tier 4s, like you want the instinct of the striker sometimes to match the instinct of the character using it. Sometimes there's specific strikers that you want to use for ABXL, blah, 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 blah. It's a whole thing, but that's what you get for tier 4. And it's fun. And what's up, Trey? Thanks for coming back to the stream. Good to see you again. We may not build null. Yeah, we've reserved the right to change our minds. Sanatani, what's up, brother? We probably aren't tier 4ing Wolverine anymore. And I'm probably not going to build null. Because I have a feeling that Sentry is going to be a PvP powerhouse. I think with the new game mode restricting how many native characters you can use on teams, it makes it a lot easier for them to bring in another PvP powerhouse now without usurping their own PvP meta. This game mode they're introducing has the potential to do something native tier 3, native tier 2s in PvP. And so we're probably going to end up doing the Sentry quest and building up Sentry is likely what's going to happen for this account. Also, the sort of like attractiveness of the symbiote team up for our account kind of fell apart. We haven't gotten Agent Venom yet, even though we have his artifact. We kind of went the Wolverine route, so we're not really utilizing Venom. We're probably just going to tier 4 Strange, Trey. We're just going to go with Strange. The thing that kind of broke it for me, right, is that we'll still get a lot of the early PvP value from Wolverine at 80 tier 3 with the artifact, and the advantage that we would get having him tier 4 in PvP would be so minimal And if we tier 4 Wolverine first, we're going to be stuck waiting for a while to tier 4 Strange. And you've got to consider that. So, okay, so let's say we do Wolverine for the anniversary. And then our next tier 4 is going to be someone like Gwenpool or something like that at a 25% discount. And then we need to do a tier 4 manually. This is where Doctor Strange would go, but this is where we might be looking at Sentry. So I think it makes things less complicated for us and better off long term to just go ahead and do Strange now. Yeah, and because, like Sahaj said too, we have a rage coming, a guaranteed rage for Strange. So we can give him the CTP he needs, we can take him to tier 4, and then he will be able to help us pushing in Dispatch a ton, farming Dispatch a ton, World Boss Legend pushing, ABXL scores. He basically does everything but PvP. I think it's the route. I think it's the way to go. We've progressed far enough in the account now that we can capitalize on this. We're getting a rage through the legendary battles. That's how I'm going to guarantee a rage for our account. Because we are not using Scarlet Witch for ABXL meta, we are going to be building Captain Marvel for the anniversary. We're going to get her uniform and we'll grab her from a tier 3 selector. So we'll just ba-boom, have a tier 3 uniformed Captain Marvel ready to go. We'll probably pick up this legendary battle because that puts us in a position where we just buy this, we get the CTP of Rage, there's no qualifications, and then we will have the Marvel's uniform to rank up to Mythic and get ourselves this absolutely clutch 10 element Radiant Rune selector. It's not a selector, it's a chest, so it's random, but it is 10 of one color. So, whichever one we get, we will get 10 Radiant Runes for that sword, which is such a difficult material to acquire that as a free-to-play, it is just a huge bonus. And then, yeah, this rage will be our rage for Strange, for sure. And then we're also going to buy CTP of Energy, most likely, from the Legendary Battle here with the Hela uniform. We'll go ahead and get this, just because the price is so cheap with the 50% discount that it's hard to deny this, even if you don't have a target for the energy right now. Much better that you have a place you're like planning to put it, but yeah, this is such a cheap CTP. 625 crystals for a CTP of energy is just crazy good. And then we're gonna grab, of course, the P card rerolls that we desperately need on this account, here and here. And then we are also getting another CTP from this. We're getting a selector. So we may end up with 2 CTPs of Rage is likely the direction I'm gonna go. I don't think it's as wise for us to start investing in PvP CTPs out of selectors just yet. I don't think that's a very good idea. Mainly because if we really needed it, right, we're just dying for a PvP CTP, we're in a position where this looks pretty tasty. And we could come in here and we could grab ourselves a CTP of Greed. We would have to take Jane Foster to tier 3, but that's not really that big of a deal, honestly, like at this point. If we're, so basically we'd be like getting Sentry, and we'd be like, I need to look up what Sentry's PvP is, PvP CTP is. Anyways, I'll get out of this. This is an option, and we could also get the potential ticket and Thor's tier 4 artifact, which would be nice for our account. So that's an option for a PvP CTP, but gotta consider, I don't know if his is Conquest. Let's look real quick. Oh, I'm just gabbing here, carrying on. So hopefully this is somewhat interesting to people. Let's look at the champ building. We're gonna go down to Sentry and take a peek and see at this guy and what he's currently running for PvP. Not PvP. Oh. There it is. Yeah, as I suspected. Mighty Conquest and then Mighty Greed is secondary. So, ooh, this is where you get into all the planning, right? How do I want to look at this? No. First clear. This is where we want to be. And then we're going to go all the way down here to stage 7, I think it is. Or 8. 8. 7, 5. Yep, we can get a conquest here. Maybe we'll get a conquest out of Multiverse Saga. So we have one, right? That seems like a reasonable play. Grab the guaranteed rage for Strange from the legendary battle, and then grab the conquest from the selector. Because the conquest is much harder to get. Like, way harder to, like, manipulate us for sure getting one. Should you gamble for Cosmic Core CTPs? You won't catch me as a free-to-play spending a single crystal in here. I don't know what the answer is for, like, spenders. I guess I would just say you can see the chance info, right? You can click this, and you can see that you have a 0.3% chance at any given CTP, which adds up to, what, a little over a 3% chance or something like that. I'm bad at math. I don't even know that's how that adds up. But, yeah. I don't know if that's where I would spend my crystals, because the problem is you just have a big chance of airballing and just spending crystals for nothing. Yeah, so I tend to avoid, as a free-to-play, any place for crystals where you can spend the crystals and end up with empty pockets. That sucks. That's a terrible feeling as a free-to-play. So, not what I would do personally. I don't know what spenders do if you're spending. I'm not sure. Doesn't seem like where you'd want to spend your crystals if you were spending. Another conquest to get a mighty? I think I actually have the answer to that, which is insane. Let's see if we can answer that, because that is a difficult proposition. Where to get 2 CTPs of Conquest as a free-to-play player? Ay. But let's see. I don't think... Nope, you don't get them. You can't get a selector in here. Well, actually, I take that back. It's not that you can't, but as a free-to-play, this would be such an outrageous proposition. You would need to get extra emblems either through luck or the ones that become available through events, like the World Boss Legend ones or something that somehow applied to this, and bump yourself from 96 to 102. But that's not a good option. There's no conquests from legendary battles. There's no conquests from most of the selectors in the game for free-to-plays. Like, I went over it in the video we did, but in here, the selectors in here are dog shit. They're so bad. It's unbelievable. So, if you get this, you're probably just basically getting this legendary battle for a CTP of Rage or a CTP of Energy. It's not likely you're in here looking for any of those other CTPs. Maybe, but probably not. If we get a conquest, it'll go to Sentry. And I'll look into it. I'm not sure if we have to have a mighty. I'm actually going to start doing research for a CTP guide here soon, because I want to get to the bottom of the different language that needs to be used for new and free-to-play players when it comes to CTPs, and endgame players when it comes to CTPs. Because telling everyone free-to-play and new that they need mighty CTPs to even equip anything does not sound right to me. Because mighty CTPs are difficult to get for people in the state we're in. Like at this point on your account, we're ready for CTPs. We're ready to be equipping CTPs to people. But if we have to have mighties, we're never going to equip a CTP on anybody. So, yeah. So maybe we would go greed. I'll do some research. I don't take my word on the conquest. Conquest was just listed as the preferred PvP CTP on the mega guides from Cynicalix. I don't know that that's necessarily still true or going to hold true, especially with the new uniform. Hard to say. But what? Who said that? Who said that? Kush. What Kush said, I think, is the kind of thing you're looking at, where there'll be like super guard break and reflect immunity, but only on a mighty. So the regular version of that does not provide those super clutch bonuses that you're looking for. So it's weird. It's weird stuff. Yeah, and this is what I'm talking about. Greed is useless. Okay, so here, bear with me, guys. Greed is useless without reforging, right? That's what everybody says. Let's actually pull up a selector to talk about this for a sec. Let's talk about this just for a moment, because this is interesting. And then we're gonna, yeah, we're almost 2 hours here, so we'll get on with it so my poor wife can quit dealing with the dogs. Okay. So, CTP of Greed? Well, my friend, you need that reforged. You don't need a CTP of Greed. Okay, fine. CTP of Conquest? You need that reforged. Okay, so you don't need a CTP Conquest. CTP Authority? Those suck. Nobody uses those anymore. You don't need that for PTP. PvP? Okay, fine. Then I won't use that, I guess. So now what the hell am I doing in PvP? Not touching it till I have a Mighty Greed? Because that seems weird. Like there's got to be better advice somewhere in here. Like when you say a Mighty Greed is a must, well, shouldn't you put your Greed on your Sentry then, and then when you get a second one, make it Mighty? Like why? Surely a Greed is better than an Obelisk, no? Oops, those are cards. You can tell what I've been doing a lot of lately. Yeah, and it's like when we say things like you need, what do you mean you need? You need to compete with like top-end meta teams? Because, yeah, I mean, but I guess what I'm getting at is just when we use language like that, like, oh, it's shit unless it's Mighty. It's terrible. You have to have a Mighty CTP. Okay, well, that's really not helpful for free-to-play and new players because it leaves them in a position where they are just confused. They're like, our CTP is not for new players then? Pretty strange phenomenon. So I want to do more research on this and figure out exactly how this, if this is better than an Obelisk, when you should equip it instead of an Obelisk, you know. Yeah, and like, I guess what I'm saying, Bob Sarge, is like, and an Obelisk isn't going to do a better job of stopping the things that a Mighty CTP is going to stop. So if you know that the Mighty CTP target is Sentry, or a Mighty Greed, let's say, is Sentry, and I get a Greed first, wouldn't it make sense to put my Greed on Sentry and then just seek out that second one? Because if I wait until I get a second Greed to combine with it, my Sentry might go out of the meta, the next character might come and go out of the meta. Like, who knows when I'm going to get that second CTP? Wow. I'm not even going to answer that question, bro, because sitting here and spamming it over and over and over again in the chat is such a childish way to try and get a question answered. No, my friend. No spam, please. That is super obnoxious. Whew. All right. Moving on. Best choices for the tier 4 selector? Yes, probably. Sam, if nothing else, we'll like put in a thumbnail for a live stream that we're going to talk about it. So that way, if someone really wants to know, it'll be there as a VOD if they miss the stream and they'll be able to go check out that conversation. I don't know that I'll make a dedicated video to it, just because it would be kind of weird with the format of the channel so far, but maybe we might. I'm going to try and do a quick guide for Epic Quests in the next couple days. We'll see how that goes. The anniversary's creeping up. Really glad we got the card guide out to everybody because that one's really complicated and consequence heavy. Right on, Sahaj. I hope you have a great night, brother. Thanks so much for hanging out. Yes. So I will try and at least mark wherever that conversation happens so people can grab that info. I'm definitely going to do a video on what we're purchasing. So like I'm going to break down what I'm buying, all that jazz at some point. Yeah, we're looking for either Black Panther 166 or Baby Spidey. I would take probably either for our set. Awesome. Thanks, Captain Capcom. Glad it helped. All right, my friends. I gotta get out of here. I gotta take these dogs outside, get started with the day. Y'all are fantastic. Thanks so much for hanging out. If you don't mind or you enjoyed this at all, hit that like button. Helps the stream spread around after they turn into VODs. If you want to see more of the live stream series every day, 8:30 a.m., hit that subscribe button. We're also putting out guide videos. The card video just came out. I'm Old and Gray. This is Free to Play, and I hope you all have a spectacular day.